What's up, Dragon Ball fans? It's Mr. J here for Comic Frontline, bringing you a Comic Frontline Dragon Ball Super episode review. So I am here to review Dragon Ball Super episode 6. Don't anger the God of Destruction, the heart-pounding party. I don't even know. That's a long-ass title, but whatever. It's basically, Beerus has arrived at Bulma's party, and they're having fun, they're eating food, and Vegeta has the flashback of when um, Lord Beerus visited planet Vegeta, and so he realizes how just awe-inspiringly, awe-inspiringly powerful Beerus is, and so he's genuinely afraid, like scared out of his mind. So he's doing whatever he can to, appease Beerus. Now, this is really interesting character development for Vegeta if you haven't seen Battle of the Gods, because, as we've seen through the earlier episode of Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta's really changed. He's went from a cold, heartless bad guy to someone who does whatever he can to please Beerus so that he doesn't destroy the Earth and, kill his family and friends. He's willing to, pluck a giant octopus out of the water and make more octopus rolls for Beerus because Trunks and Goten ruined his plate when they were having a water fight, and hopefully we'll get to see the Vegeta dance in the next episode. Who knows? That was one of the funniest parts of the movie. I hope that they reenact that. But speaking of reenacting parts, it's kind of weird to see that Goku isn't there. He decides not to instant transmission to Bulma's boat, but I'm sure Goku will come eventually. And he's in, Beerus is interacting with the Z Fighters, and they're actually having some fun. And then comes their search for dessert, and just like in the movie, they go and look for some pudding, and Fat Boo has all the pudding, and he refuses to share, which pisses Beerus off. And so Fat Boo and Beerus fight. Now here's the difference here. Obviously the fight's extended because, we get a full episode. But I think he actually might have killed Fat Boo. I don't know for sure if he killed Fat Boo, because I know Fat Boo can regenerate, but we all know how powerful Beerus is, so we don't know if he did just kill Fat Boo. Who knows? Maybe next episode Vegeta will do his dance on the stage to, make Beerus laugh and calm him down until Goku can show up. But who knows, man? It's gonna be interesting to see. Maybe we'll get to see the My Bulma scene happen, because that would be awesome too. I loved that part also, where Beerus slaps Bulma and Vegeta gets super pissed off and tries to charge at Beerus. That'd be really cool. I hope we get to see that in next episode as well. So far these past two have been a retelling of scenes from Battle of the Gods with some slight tweaks. It's weird for me to say this, but the art and animation for this series is weird in a way that when they're just standing and talking, not doing any major action stuff, it's fine, decent art. It's not oh my gosh, that's amazing, but it's decent, okay. The dark lines are still there, but it's whatever. But when they're fighting, the action scenes, and I know you guys saw it in the last episode because some of you guys commented last week about that, the animation for the fights have been, granted, we've gotten very few action scenes so far in the series, but man, the art for those has really declined. I don't know what the hell Toei is doing, but they need to step their game up, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Not much happened. It was pretty much, again, a retelling of scenes from Battle of the Gods with a few extra tweaks. But we're going to see what happens next. Is it going to be Vegeta, making a fool of himself to calm Beerus down? Again, showing more of Vegeta's character development? Or is it going to be Goku showing up? Or is it going to be, Bulma getting slapped and Vegeta charging at Beerus, and then Vegeta getting his ass beat, and then when Goku realizes Vegeta gets his ass beat, Goku shows up. Who knows? But we'll see. Hopefully we'll find out. Yeah, oh yeah, and there's the Emperor Pilaf stuff, and you know, it was funny in the movie, but I'm kind of glad that they don't, like, put as much spotlight on Emperor Pilaf, Mayan Shu. So we'll see, later on where that goes. I'm not particularly worried about that story right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below, as always. I'll be back next week for another Dragon Ball Super episode review. And don't forget to like this video and let me know you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Comic Frontline if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow Comic Frontline on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the Comic Frontline's official website. All that stuff will be linked in the description below, as well as my individual channel, my Twitter, and my Facebook page as well. Also, if you missed last week's Dragon Ball Super episode review, you can go on Comic Frontline's channel, and I made a Dragon Ball Super episode review playlist, so you can go back and watch my episode 5 review if you haven't already. Well, that's it for this review, you guys. Until next time, this is Mr. J for Comic Frontline, and like I always say, once a comic book geek, always comic book geek, and once a Super Saiyan, always a Super Saiyan. Peace, Dragon Ball fans. I will catch you next week.